Let's get it started. Begin with market reaction, of course, to CPI, Jim. We mentioned the headline numbers. Core goods down a tenth. Used cars, hotels, airfare, all down.
Look, it's a win for the anti-inflationistas. I mean, I think that when you look at what's not great, it's stuff like pipe natural gas. I mean, that can change. I do think that the good news here is used cars. We flagged that earlier. Apparel's not going anywhere. Shelter, I don't know. Shelter's not bad. 0.3 and transport's 0.8. That's a little hot. But you know what this says, David, to me?
What?
Pay more. It says, I didn't have it in the fine print, but it says pay more for stocks of companies doing well. I read that. That was like an annotated version.
Is that in there somewhere in that?
Yeah, it is. It's the CPI. It says that right in the CPI. It tells you. Pay more, okay?
Jim, not that you need any
help BLS.
telling people when you're right,
yes.
but you've largely been, if not totally been, in the camp that says Powell's going to get it right, and this is certainly another example, at least, of added evidence that.
Well, you're very kind to say that.
You're
Plus,
welcome.
You saved me. My coffee cup had the top wasn't on, and it would have been. It would have been one of those areas burned that I just can't even fathom.
It would have been a scalding, the likes of which we've rarely seen on this set.
Yeah,
so I am here for you and make sure.
The opposite of what Costanza experienced. But I will tell you, David, this is very important. Jay Powell has been doubted, sometimes ridiculed, often thought of as someone who was over his head. You know what? Shameful. Shameful. Carl, the man has done so many masterful things. And by the way, he also knows how to close the door.
Yes, he does. Or he has others close the door.
He tells them emphatically.
Yes.
Yeah, but we find out
door.
who he is. I mean, the guy is actually, he's a human being. And the last Fed chiefs weren't. He's human. Oh, yeah, one guy was like his drugstore's dad. Hey, listen, my dad was a salesman. I mean, hey, that makes me great. I mean, come on, give me a break.
Now, you have, I would say your enthusiasm for a year-end rally has been tempered lately.
Well, we're up so much.
So does this remove any of that?
Well, I just think that the Magnificent Seven, of course, NVIDIA hasn't reported yet, get to have even high. You have a group of companies like an Alphabet that's selling at 21 times earnings. You got Meta selling a little bit more times that. You have Amazon putting up a great quarter, and nobody seemed to care. NVIDIA, I've got price targets that are so boosted. I mean, we could just talk. We could have the NVIDIA show.
We're going to talk about it. Going for 10 straight wins today.
Yeah, look, NVIDIA is the company that everybody wishes they were. It's an amazing thing when you see unprecedented combination of steep supply chain ramp and tight availability. That's the Morgan Stanley note. Goldman wallet share shifting in favor of accelerated computing. I like that very much. Deutsche Bank wouldn't be surprised by another beat. You're looking at companies that people are raising October to January by $2 billion. Morgan Stanley, $2 billion. So, David, I got to tell you, they make something that is precious, okay? This is like the Niners, the 49ers, where we didn't really have a lot of gold. Next thing you know, we had gold. You ever been to the mines in Jackson, the Argonaut mine?
No.
Don't go. It's too depressing.
Okay. Thank you for the tip. Magnificent Seven just continues to outpace the rest of the market is still the market, so to speak. Of course, we all know, or at least have some familiarity with these statistics with the S&P. Equal weighted, certainly not doing much, a little bit, but not much. Whereas the seven, there it is.
Well, you want to pay more? I'll pay more for Tesla's bad number.
Look at that number, 95%.
Well, these are amazing companies, David. You yourself, when you looked at the amount of profit, and you have these companies that are doing like 10 billion, 20 billion, 30 billion. I mean, remember the Amazon Web Services number? How great it was.
Yes.
Like Jassy is still firing people. There's some gaming people that lost their jobs yesterday. In the meantime, when you order something, David, it tells you where. I mean, I think ordering. Sometimes I just say, "Oh man, I'm really down. Let me go buy some shampoo." My wife said, "Why did you buy the System Biolage for make your hair be bigger?" And I said, "I don't know. It's the top thing. I just picked the top thing. I mean, I ordered a book that was out of print for 15 years. There it was. It came to my house within like the next day. Pop 1280. By Big Jim Thompson.
Now you can buy while you're perusing Snapchat.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
I know.
Advertising on Snapchat. Not a bad deal for Snapchat either, potentially.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, someone put out a note today. It was bad for Meta because of, the Chinese 0.3 sales. I mean, that person has got a lot of time on their hands. That's what I said. That person is like, that person played quarterback last night for the Bills. It's like, no, you weren't there and you're not here.
Did the Bills lose that game?
They did.
Yeah. That, Dave, you know what this means? Besides that I have no hair? What does this mean?
Is that what Diggs did when he realized?
No, his brother. His brother was very critical. I know Sean McDermott. He's a great guy, and I don't want to convolute, I don't want to have sports, but let's just say that they were like Frere, the battery company. They look like Frere.
Got it.
Or Rivian's coming to town with a little bit of buying. Imagine, you're a broker. I mean, let's just call it. Because you read these things and it's, Rivian 50 million. It's like, hey, Mr. So-and-so, I have a Rivian piece of paper. I mean, you can't get, Rivian could be the car of the future. See, when you're buying bonds, you don't want the car of the future, okay? You don't even want the car of the present.
As
you
usual,
buy bonds.
You're getting a little ahead of yourself because you haven't shared anything with people. You have an expectation that everybody out there has a clue as to what you're talking about. What I believe you're talking about is the fact that they're going to issue up to $15 billion of taxable revenue bonds for the Joint Development Authority to build some giant plants in Georgia. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay. I got ahead of myself.
You did.
I'm sorry.
They need to raise enormous amounts of money.
Yeah.
In order to continue to build these automobiles. Obviously, they want to keep trying to lose as little as possible on each one until they actually can start making money, which is a ways away.
I was going to meet with them. I like them, but they need a lot of money. But that's what Tesla did. It's just that, interest rates are kind of going up. Hey, you know what? They got a little break here with interest rates today. Maybe Rivian's one of those companies we ought to look at. The trend might be their friend.
There's a lot of companies that could use rates to move lower. There's no doubt about that.
Well, there is a backlash.
There's been continued concerns, particularly about the small and mid-cap companies that may have debt maturities coming up and that are going to be dealing with far higher interest costs.
You are so
if
right.
If they can even meet them.
But the Empire Strikes Back. You have RBC and you've got Goldman.
Defending the adoption curve. Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Actually boosting. RBC boosted their targets for penetration.
I was surprised to see that, particularly because a lot of the big three are losing money through their eyeballs. But there is a sense that Tesla's been up day after a not great quarter. No one seems to care. I want to go back to the companies that are new companies in the last 5 years that actually beat the numbers. I like DoorDash, okay? I liked Airbnb. A lot of people didn't have anything good to say about Airbnb, but I thought that was terrific. I'm not going to go to Etsy because Etsy's one of the worst performing stocks in the S&P this year. But a lot of these companies that came public during this period, I'll give you the best one. Uber. I thought Uber had a remarkable quarter. So my big three are Uber. I like, Uber. I like that one. Airbnb. Okay. You disagreeing with these?
No, I'm not disagreeing at all. I'm listening.
Well,
but you've lowered your voice so much.
Well, because I know that you said earlier that I'm not getting it. I'm jumping from here to there, I'm non-linear. I'm not, as I ever presented you as linear.
Non-linear. I just try to fill in a couple of the gaps, including the actual headline, before you sort of launch into some sort of weird
Roku
reference to Rivian and selling bonds. You might want to tell people what you're talking about.
I'm talking about some land in Florida that I'm trying to sell bonds with. No, Roku. I'm just talking about that. Here's what I'm getting at.
What?
This CPI number allows people to go and overpay for everything and then find someone else who will overpay even more. That's what I call the market.